disability and critical illness, what are the differences between those, and how do you feel those play into?
Also very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Critical illness insurance, great point, is a lump sum check payable to you while you are still alive and having encountered a critical illness.
Right.
So these are the big things: the heart attack, stroke, life-threatening cancer. Results of accidents are usually covered in there too: loss of limb, burns, blindness, deafness, and things that start to show up later on in life, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, are covered in a critical illness policy.
Right. So all the major illnesses
Yep.
and diseases, unfortunately, that seem to be hitting more and more of us because we just are, I think, outliving our bodies now. We're getting so healthy and active as a society, and now you're seeing people live 80, 90, 100. There's going to be so many people living into their hundreds now. Our children are probably going to be like 100, 110, 120, and who knows what their kids will be, right? So we're certainly finding ways to live longer, and we want to hopefully have higher qualities of life. So I think you're having a good disability and critical illness policy to subsidize your term and your whole permanent insurance would be fantastic. Yeah.
Let's talk about the disability then for a moment. This is basically paycheck insurance.
Right.
The litmus test for a disability policy, if it's going to start paying its benefit, is whether or not you're working.
Right.
So people start to think, okay, is a heart attack covered on disability? Or is, if I break my leg in a car accident, covered in disability? That is independent of whether or not you're going to be paid. Again, the test is whether or not you're working. It's income insurance, it's paycheck insurance. Okay. So if something occurs that causes you to not go to your job and earn your living, the disability policy pays. Whatever that is. Any kind of injury or illness, absolutely including mental illness, which is at least a third of all disabilities that cause people to not be able to work.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true. It's certainly with the stresses of life as we know it now, especially in the Golden Horseshoe area here, it's a very fast-paced life, and it can be very stressful and difficult for people. So that's great to hear that there's that mental disability coverage under disability, because that's important for sure.
Yeah.